Hey, Jensen. The boss said you were on your way. You're gonna love Hengsha.
You've been there?
Used to live there. I spent 3, maybe 4 years working in the upper city, and most of my nights having fun in the lower one. You ready to go?
I thought I was. How long is this gonna take, Malik?
You mean the flight or the fun afterward? Don't worry, we'll be there before you know it. Climb in. Jensen, you might want to get ready. The jewel of the Yangtze approaches.
Son of a bitch. We're supposed to find answers in that.
Hey, twice the scum and half the space. Hang on, we're going in. The address you got off that Merc, Hengsha Court Gardens. It's a bit of a walk from here in the Yuzhou district, but I figured it might be best not to drop you too close.
In case Barrett only gave up the address, knowing I'd walk into another trap.
It's the kind of thing I'd do to an enemy. You want my advice? Just find out who lives there and get out.
在当地的 L.I.M. 诊所里，我从来没见过那样的手艺。他们看起来。
I get so lost down here. Every time I come down from the upper city. I mean, the streets are well marked and all, but the Chinese names confuse the heck out of me. Hey, do you know how to get...
Looking for a good time in Hansa? I recommend you try the Hive nightclub. 2 for 1 drink night. Every night. It's on Jihu Street.
Hey...
Yeah, how you doing? Hengsha's some kind of city, huh? Did you know it was one of the first major engineering projects in the world to use mostly augmented workers?
You know, 他说的吗 I think bringing it.
Bell tower's coming.
Can't oblige you, ma'am.
Bell Tower is conducting an investigation in this building, sir. No admittance.
Malik, you might have been right about that trap. Hengsha Court Garden is under lockdown by Bell Tower Associates.
Bell Tower? They're the police in Lower Hengsha, Jensen. They're under contract with the Chinese government. You think the Chinese...
I won't know anything until I get inside that penthouse.
Access granted.
Get word to Pritchard, Malik. The hacker who's been attacking us goes by the handle Windmill. Real name's Ari Van Bruggen. Bell Tower's been brought in to arrest him.
Arrest or get rid of?
Either way, he found out someone was gunning for him and took off. We need to find him.
There's a nightclub near where I dropped you called the Hive. It's notorious in black market circles. If this Dutchman is running, his first stop will be there.
I'll have a chat with the owner.
Jensen, figured you might want a heads up before you stroll into the Hive. The owner's name is Tong Si Hung, Tong being his last name. Rumor is, he's tied to the Triads.
China's organized crime lords. How wonderful. Anyone else want a piece of this pie?
Access granted. Access granted. Access granted. Access granted.
A visitor to Lower City. What do you think of our group? Looking for a good time in Hansa? I recommend you try the Hive nightclub. One drink night. Every night. It's a
using别走啊，子怡。
Hive is a members-only club, Lai. Without a membership card, I can't let you in.
You telling me I gotta pay to get into this dive?
We've got a reputation to keep. Can't let just anyone get in here.
Just anyone with the money?
No pay, no play. You want in or not?
Here, take it.
Thank you, sir. Here is your membership card. Welcome to the Hive. I'm sure you will enjoy our establishment. Good to see you again, sir. 想要什么东西，到吧再去看看。
Are you walking the streets of Lower City alone, my friend? Even those military-class augments won't save you if you're not careful.
小肉，啊，你走吧，我会把你腿弄掉。Put it away， 老外。
Not with the gun, 老外。
Put it away， 老外。羊肉，啊，你走吧。
That's right. That's nice. But I already have a date. And I don't take drinks from strangers.
I can have someone from Bell Tower up your ass in 5 minutes. Dude, that's right, Bell Tower. They're the cops around here in case you didn't know it. They're here to put an end to corruption. I can get them here in seconds because my dad works for them.
Cool. So if I call you next week, be on the guest list? And the cover charge here is highway robbery.
Are you Bell Tower? Most augmented foreigners in Lower City
So I
work
see
for
this
Bell
guy
Tower.
laying on the ground.
But most of them don't have much.
You got a favorite poison?
Give me a Shanghai gut punch.
Talking about the drink, right? There you go. What can I get you?
I'll try the Slumdog.
On a budget, big player? The label might not look like much, but the taste is even worse. Enjoy. You got a favorite poison?
The Golden Phoenix Sling.
Oh, a man of taste, are we? Excellent choice. There you go. What can I get you?
I'm looking for Tong.
Everyone wants to talk to Tong. Check the VIP lounge upstairs.
You didn't hear anything, 老外. And stay away from the basement.
第一次来蜂窝，听好了，别惹事。这里的保镖可不是省油的灯。
You work here?
Yeah, you could say that.
Good. I need to see your boss.
Really? Well, I'm sorry, Guailo. Mr. Tong Zihong sees no one today.
Look, I didn't come halfway around the world to take no for an answer. Do us both a favor and tell me where he is.
Or what? You get mad and tear down a few walls with those enhancements of yours? This place isn't named the Hive for nothing. It's got plenty of worker bees come out of the paneling to stop you. What is it you think Mr. Tong do for you anyway?
I'm looking for someone. A cybersecurity specialist named Ari Van Bruggen. You know him?
Never heard of him. What'd he do? Steal your girl? Owe you money?
He had a job go bad, and now he's on the run from the people who hired him. But you knew that already, because a man like Mr. Tong doesn't hire idiots. And this is the first place people like Van Bruggen come when they need help. So stop wasting my time and take me to Tong.
You've got it backwards, boy. You're wasting my time. Van Bruggen is minor league player. Tong knows who he is. He just don't care. He's got bigger things to worry about.
You expect me to fall for that? Small-timers don't attract this much attention. They don't have bell tower soldiers staking out their apartments. Van Bruggen's pissed off somebody big. And there's no way Tong's going to ignore that kind of development in his town.
You're smarter than you look. Yeah. Tong is keeping a close eye on things. Like you said, he's no fool. Now it's time you were leaving. Go back to your own country. There's nothing for you here.
Something tells me you don't think very highly of me, do you? So here's what you need to do about it. The sooner you let me in, the sooner Tong can kick me out of here, gone from your life forever. I'm gonna see him no matter what, so get it over with.
I won't deny it. Having you gone from my life is certainly an attractive offer. So let's make it simple. We got Van Bruggen hidden someplace safe, and you can stop worrying about him. Now you can leave here with dignity. You know more than you came in with. Just don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out.
You'll say anything to get rid of me, won't you? There's no way Tong can hold on to Van Bruggen for long. Not with the kind of resources his enemies are throwing into the search. He'll be dead within a week, and Tong with him. Unless somebody, namely me, takes the heat off. And soon.
I wonder if you would say that if you knew the kind of heat the Dragon Queen gives off. But I won't refuse a gift horse when it's staring me in my mouth. Tong's office is downstairs. I'll radio the others to let you through. Lost already? I told you Tong will meet you in his office, downstairs.
Nice. Those custom jobs. They sure ain't who I am. They mostly make knockoff crap. You take what you can get, though, right? Sure, Tai Yong built this damn city, but he cut corners to do it for sure. I've heard some nasty rumors about the quality control. You look like a tough guy. Just remember, plenty of tough guys here.
You see this? Panda screw it up in the fourth. I'm just flushing my money down the pot.
You're Tong?
You only work that out now. Guess you're not as sharp as you think. How about you tell me who you work for? Then I decide what I tell you about Van Bruggen.
Does the name Seraph Industries ring any bells?
Seraph Industries? Isn't that American company stole all the headlines a while back? You're still in business?
Why wouldn't we be?
Check the news. Biotech corporations seem to be failing a lot these days, especially the ones who are making enhancements. Van Bruggen's in the Alice Garden pods. Capsule 301. Place is a rat hole, but it's useful sometimes. Make sure you leave him in the same shape you find him.
And if I don't?
Your call. But those implants of yours might look even more special on somebody else. That's all you get from me, L.I.M.B. Capsule 301. Alice Garden Pods. That's where your hacker is.
Malik, you were right. Tong is helping Van Bruggen. He stashed him in the Alice Garden pods.
Thought as much. A hacker who knows his way around corporate firewalls would make a valuable asset for the triads. I'm at the pods myself, Jensen. Want me to run interference?
No, don't put yourself at risk. I'm heading there now.
Access.
Nothing here.
他火热的气息，老交的我的朋友。怎么样？我能帮你吗？还是你还在考虑啊？稍等，我招呼一下要付钱的顾客。你喜欢恒沙吗？我想你听不懂我说的话，但是
那么
愉快。
多的外地人，你想要知道如何用一句话来形容生活在现代中国的故事吗？好，我告诉你，只有有钱人才能够更有钱，很可能没有选择。恒沙现在是一月，香港也是一样，我猜所有地方都是这样的。
没来的家伙。
很好，机械开始。
Yes, yes. Beds on second and third floor. Showers and laundry in basement. You want a pod? And no air conditioning. Broken. We got air vent to ventilate the place though. Not so bad. So, how long you want? 1 month? 2 months? And no air conditioning. Broken. We got air vent.
Access granted. Access granted.
Come here, you kid! Hey.
Are you still?
Jensen. I was on my way out.
What are you doing here, Malik? I told you I got this one.
I know. I didn't do anything. Trust me. Van Bruggen's all yours.
Hang on a second. Something's wrong. What is it? Why are you here?
It's nothing. I mean, can't a girl have secrets?
Malik.
Jensen, if you even think of using that Casey mod on me, I will hit you.
I wouldn't dream of it. I'm just concerned, that's all.
Fine, since you're so damn curious. Years ago, I used to live here, remember? My friend, my best friend, Evelyn. She was like a sister to me. Made living here fun. But then there was an accident. She's dead.
I'm sorry, Malik.
Wait, Jensen, let me finish. I thought I was okay with it, but I know she didn't just die. She was killed. Murdered. Her damn scumbag boyfriend did it. I know he did. I knew he was trouble right from the start, but she just wouldn't listen to me.
Malik, easy. If your friend was murdered, the police would have suspected something. They would have investigated.
That's just it. There was no investigation. They said she fell down a flight of stairs like it was some kind of freak accident. But her wounds, the way she died, they don't add up. It's right here in the damn blood spatter analysis.
Blood spatter? You've seen the police report?
Yes. A friend left a copy of it in a pod here for me to pick up. Listen, I know it sounds crazy, but I think there's been a cover-up. I just have to prove it. If I could get my hands on the autopsy report, the one that never surfaced, I know I'd get the truth. Except...
Why do I suspect I'm about to get dragged into something?
Look, Jensen, I'm sorry. I know Van Bruggen is the priority here, and I told you it was my business and I could take care of it. It's just... The more I think about it, the more I realize I'm in over my head. I'm just a pilot. I'm not a damn cop. But I need to know the truth.
This autopsy report. Once you got your hands on it, what were you planning on doing next?
I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm a pilot, not a cop. But I felt I had to do something while I had the chance. Maybe once you get the report and we know what it says, we can improvise.
Why do you suspect Evelyn's boyfriend had something to do with her death?
Because he was poisoned, right from the start. Born into money and influence, but never once assuming responsibility for anything. I don't think he's worked an honest day in his life.
So he was a wealthy, pig-headed asshole. If that was reason enough to accuse someone of murder, half the world would be in the pen.
No, there's more to it than that. He's known for violent outbursts, domestic altercations. He nearly killed a kid over some stupid gambling feud. The problem is, his family made him untouchable, even to the police.
And Evelyn was okay with all of this?
She always tried to see the good in people, give him the benefit of the doubt. You could say that's just being naive or even stupid, but I think she was just innocent.
Tell me about Evelyn.
She was beautiful, carefree, loved to have a good time. I met her during my internship for a private transportation and logistics firm here in Shanghai. She was a great pilot, too. Knew how to feel the currents, to push the bird just so. Too bad her talents for reading the wind didn't translate to reading guys.
How so?
She was always getting into trouble with the wrong crowds. And it always had to do with some boy. She knew I didn't like him. Her boyfriend at the time, Lee. It drove a wedge between us, and when we parted ways, it wasn't amicable.
I understand.
She was a good girl, Jensen. She deserved better.
You said you've seen the police report. Who gave it to you?
An old friend who was also a good friend of Evelyn's. He used to work for the Shanghai PD. He left a copy of it along with a few other things concerning Evelyn in a pod here for me to look at. He also left some instructions on how to contact someone at L.I.M. for the autopsy report he's convinced was intentionally buried.
Why would L.I.M. have anything to do with Evelyn's autopsy report?
Well, if you haven't noticed, the Chinese government has been outsourcing branches of its public services for years. Bell Tower polices the streets, and nowadays L.I.M. does more than just cosmetic surgery. They're often contracted for special cases like Evelyn's.
And what made Evelyn's case so special, you think?
Her boyfriend, Lee. He was at the scene. He had Evelyn's blood on him and tested positive for alcohol and drugs in his system. With his rap sheet, it wasn't looking good for him. But his family, they're on a lot of boards with deep pockets and a lot of reach. They wouldn't suffer the embarrassment of having their son indicted on a suspected murder charge.
Okay, I'll help. What do you need me to do?
My lead, he works for L.I.M.B. He's a systems technician who apparently has access to their entire database. He's willing to hand over a copy of Evelyn's autopsy report.
So you want me to meet him and get the report? Is that it?
Yes, but he'll only respond to a certain phrase. Death and life have their determined appointments. To which he'll reply, riches and honors depend upon heaven.
Christ, Malik, this is starting to sound like something out of a bad spy movie.
I know, he's just trying to protect himself. I didn't pick the damn quote. So just play along and remember the line, okay? You'll find him inside the lobby of the lower Hengsha Island clinic.
Does this guy have a name?
None that I know of. But he apparently goes by the handle Anonymous X. I know.
Anonymous X. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, before I forget, everything concerning Evelyn's incident, newspaper articles, the police report, L.I.M.B details, it's all inside pod 009 here in the hotel. You should read over everything if you can.
Pod 9. Got it.
I need to go. Contact me with any updates and... Thank you. I really appreciate this, Jensen.
Would like to hear more of...
宝贝儿，你只对特价。So the guy in capsule.
To deny allegation.
Forget it, man. You're not my type.
This isn't a booty call, Van Bruggen. This is about you and some friends of yours I met in Detroit.
Detroit? Yeah, okay. I got it now. You at Serif, right? You were there when I had to pull the plug.
So you admit it. You were running a mole.
The heck, man. Just the heck. Worst decision I ever made taking that gig. As you can obviously see.
You attack my people, Windmill. You hope to walk away from this, you tell me what you know.
Down, boy. I've got no allegiance to that backstabbing bitch who hired me. Especially after she painted a target on my back. The girl you want is Zhao Yunru, Tai Yong Medical's CEO.
Tai Yong Medical? They're Sarif's biggest competition.
How do you think they got that way? Zhao doesn't like competition, see? So she uses hack attacks, blackmail, extortion, anything she can do to destabilize him. No offense, but Sarif was just the latest in a long line.
You got any proof of this?
There's a surveillance recording in the Tai Yong Tower. I stashed it on the server in case I ever needed an insurance policy.
Not a very smart place to hide it, seeing as you don't work there anymore.
Things got hot before I could move it. And now, I got you to get it for me. Of course, you can't just walk into that place. You're gonna need an employee card encoded with your biometrics to use the TYM shuttle.
Let me guess. You're gonna tell me where to get one.
Hey, I'm always prepared. There's a certain security guard, likes to dabble with the ladies. You'll find him at the Honghua Hotel top floor corner room. Sneak in, snatch the card while he's otherwise engaged, and bring it back here so I can code it with the biometrics in your passport.
I was there when you flatlined that Mo, Van Bruggen. You think I'm gonna trust you?
You have to if you want that evidence. Now run along, Sarif, man. And don't get too distracted watching the action. I can't encode what I don't have.
Is related exclusively to the... my attention these days.
Healing our world.
Earthseeker. project which is con-
这个地方。
L.I.M B International welcomes you. You are preferred client? Select what you want from computer. You're very welcome, sir.
Can't you see I'm busy? Go bother someone else.
Nice hat. I'm here for Evelyn's autopsy report.
What? Are you mad?
No, just impatient.
But that's not what... You were supposed to remember and use the correct expression. Gods, what have I gotten myself into? Meet me outside the clinic. Turn left from the front and go down the stairs. I'll be waiting at the corner.
Excuse me.
Over here. Come on now. Nice hat. Do you have any idea what you're dealing with here? You could get me fired for this. Or worse.
You'll be fine. You can stop whispering now.
Right. Well, you're not exactly what I was expecting. I was told I would be meeting a girl. How do I know you're not an imposter or some sort of double agent? Don't think I don't know this could all just be an elaborate trap to set me up.
Look, no offense, Mr. X, or whatever your name is, but I really don't have time for this. So if you could simply just give me what I came for, I'll be on my way.
Yes, yes. I have it right here. Evelyn Carmichael's autopsy report. Here, take it.
Thank you.
I trust you will put this information to good use, because accountability and justice is at an all-time low, I'm afraid. It pains me to see this once great city, which stood as a bastion for reform and progress against our oppressive communist origins, succumb to the trappings of corporate bureaucracy and petty corruption. Corruption so often typical of your Western governments.
Whatever you say. Now, if you don't mind, I really must be going.
Well, there is still the matter of my payment. 1,000 credits was the agreed-upon price, I believe. Isn't that right?
A little piece of advice. When attempting to extort money from someone, don't give them what they want before trying to rip them off.
What? What? You mean you aren't going to pay? But I risked everything to get you that file.
Chalk it up to a learning experience and move on.
You scoundrel! You'll regret this someday. You just mock my words.
See you later, X.
I never should have trusted you. You Westerner. You're all the same, you know that? Nothing but petty liars and common criminals. All of you.
Malik, I just got the autopsy report. No drugs or alcohol in Evelyn's system. And her estimated time of death doesn't fit Lee's story. She did die from a head wound, but not one that matches the evidence found at the scene.
I knew it. It couldn't have been just an accident.
There's more. Evelyn was pregnant. Malik?
I'm here. We can't let him get away with this, Jensen. He's guilty. He has to be. Can you go to his apartment?
And do what?
Get proof. Get something. I'm sending you the coordinates. Contact me again when you're there.
你是谁？滚开！滚开！
Hengsha. This is some crazy city. I'll bet you can find just about anything here.
你想买什么吗？随便看看吧。我等不了一整天，等你决定了再回来。
Let me ask you something. You ever heard of a private security force policing a whole city on contract? No wonder these bell tower jacks are power tripping.
报个价。你不是当地人吧？是吗？对不起，我不明白。
You been in Hengsha long? First time I came here, fell in love with the place.
Access granted.
Malik, I'm inside Lee's apartment. Doesn't look like anyone's home.
Damn. Okay, look. Lee isn't smart enough to properly cover his tracks, so look around. Maybe you can find something suspicious.
Lee, baby. Can't wait to see you today. But I'm stuck at work. I know, I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you, baby. I promise.
The Hive? I should have guessed Lee would be there. It's pretty much a second home for him.
Wait a minute, you heard that?
Sorry, Jensen. I don't like invading your privacy like this, but it's important. Plus, this gives me an idea. When you're done looking around Lee's apartment, head to the Hive. Contact me when you're there.
I'll keep looking. I'm sure there's more here.
Access granted.
Malik. Looks like Hong Sr. was upset with Hong Jr.'s behavior and threatened to cut off his inheritance if he didn't stop whoring around. Sounds like he considered Evelyn beneath the family name.
And if he knew she was pregnant, I can't believe Lee would do something like that just for money.
Speaking of money, the Hong family seems heavily invested in both Bell Tower and L.I.M.B. That could explain the cover-up and lack of a proper investigation. I'll stick around a bit. I'm sure there's still more to find. Malik, I found a baseball bat, but it looks clean. Almost like it's been washed recently.
Maybe Lee washed Evelyn's blood off of it.
That's what I'm thinking. But I'm not sure it could inflict the type of laceration she had. I'll make one last sweep to make sure I got everything. Malik, I think I got a probable murder weapon. A broken clock. The kicker is the hands line up roughly with Evelyn's TOD. Coincidence?
That's a hell of a stretch. You really think?
If Lee's as dumb as you say, maybe. We'd need lab tech analysis to confirm, but if there ever was a smoking gun, it fits. Okay, I think that's it. I'm heading to the hive now. I doubt we'll find anything else in here without calling in a forensics team.
Sounds good.
Good to see you again, sir.
Malik, I'm in the hive. What's your plan?
Find Lee and talk to him. I want you to convince him you know exactly what he did to Evelyn and why. If you can make him panic, I'm willing to bet he'll spill his guts. Just make it look like blackmail. If he's willing to pay to keep you quiet, he's basically tying his own noose. I'll listen in and record everything.
Got it.
You got a favorite poison?
Looks like Tong's running a nice operation here.
You for hire? Because a suspicious man might not appreciate you asking.
A suspicious man might also wonder what kind of job gets handed off to strangers. But alright, I'll bite. What are you offering?
I got a problem I need solving. Trouble is, none of my usual guys are available. And this problem? It involves a woman. Someone who owes Tong Operation here some money. Getting it out of her is proving to be difficult. It's a dirty job, but it pays well. You interested?
Tell me more. I'm listening.
That's what I like to hear. This woman, Jaya, she's a broker. Highly competitive field in Hengsha. But without the right skills, her business wasn't doing so well. So we helped her out. Gave her a nice social enhancement upgrade chip so she could understand her clients' needs. Now, it's time to pay us what's due, but she says she won't.
So basically you want me to be your collector?
Yes, but it's not as simple as that. The girl's gone into hiding and thinks we won't find her. But she also took her phone and computer along to keep her business alive.
Not very smart. Assuming you've got the equipment to track those.
We don't exactly. But we know someone who does, and that's where you come in. Bow Tower set up a surveillance network around town, a series of relay antennas. I need you to hack them. 3 relays should be enough for us to access the database and triangulate Jaya's position.
Then I go get your money.
Exactly. The first relay is on the rooftop of a 4-story building in the Yuzhou district. I assume you've got an info link and Wayfinder package in those fancy AUGs of yours? I'll upload the coordinates and then contact you once you've hacked in.
That's all you get from me, Lao Wai. Capsule 301.
What you want, Chrome Boy?
Is your name Li Hong?
Yeah, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. What's it to you?
I want to talk to you about Evelyn Carmichael.
Man, it's off! I already told all you narcos all there is to say.
Relax. I'm not with the police. I work private. And you could say I specialize in cases like yours.
If you ain't police, then what the fuck you want?
A simple proposition. I have proof that shows you murdered Evelyn. And I want you to pay me 2.5 million credits to make that proof disappear.
2.5? Bullshit. You ain't got shit on me, narco. I ain't paying you shit.
I strongly suggest you reconsider.
And I strongly suggest you get the fuck out of my face. Cause unless you got your proof right here, I ain't got shit to say to you.
Alright. Let's start with the police report. I know your story doesn't match up with the evidence at the scene of Evelyn's fall.
Oh yeah? And why's that?
Because the police report itself was falsified. Why else would that be, if not to cover up a weak alibi?
Man, you gotta be kidding me. That's some weak-ass shit right there.
Not only does the evidence not add up, but neither does your testimony. You lied about why Evelyn fell down the stairs in the first place. You said you'd both been drinking heavily prior to the accident, and the reason Evelyn fell was because she was drunk. We both know that isn't true.
Man, that shit was in the papers.
Now, if the evidence doesn't fit and your story was a lie, then how did Evelyn die on that night? Well, the answer is pretty simple, really. You killed her. But how? By hitting her in the head with that baseball bat you keep in your apartment so close at hand.
Yeah. Likely story, ain't it?
And like any good crime of passion, you needed motivation, something to fuel your violent outbursts. What did Evelyn say or do to make you murder her? She told you she was pregnant, and you panicked. Faced with the prospect of losing your easy way of life, you struck out at her in anger.
How? That's impossible.
But now the final piece of the puzzle. Why was Evelyn's death never considered a murder investigation? Because your family, one of the wealthiest and most influential families in Shanghai, covered it up. But whose silence did they buy? Bell Tower. Your family's sizable investments in Bell Tower assured they would turn a blind eye to any of your run-ins with the law, no matter how serious.
Fuck this shit, man! And fuck you!
I can help you, Lee, but only for a price.
Alright, fuck! I can't believe this shit! I'll pay you, man! I'll pay you, just... What do you need from me?
Details. Let me hear your side of the story, and then we'll move on from there.
I don't know! Evelyn, that stupid bitch! She was going to ruin me. I didn't mean to kill her, okay? Evelyn wouldn't shut up about us, about the baby, so I hit her. I just wanted to make her shut her stupid mouth. But the dumb bitch started freaking out. So I hit her again until she finally stopped screaming. When I realized what I'd done, I panicked. She was barely breathing, so I carried her to the stairs near my apartment and dropped her. I had to make sure it looked like an accident. I had no choice. She trapped me. She just wanted my money. I would have been ruined.
I need to go. We'll be in contact again soon.
Huh? What about the evidence? And the money? Where the fuck you going?
Goodbye, Lee.
Man, you better not be playing me for a fool. I ain't kidding. This is serious.
Malik, please tell me you got a recording of all that.
Oh my God, Jensen, I could kiss you right now. I can't believe you got him to confess so openly like that.
To be honest, it was easier than I was expecting. You were definitely right about Lee. He's not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed.
Well, don't get too cocky just yet. Before I send our little friend's confession off to the local media and authorities, I want to get some Shanghai street justice first. There's a control panel linked to the hive I need you to hack. Uploading the coordinates now.
Access granted.
All right, Malik. It's hacked.
Verifying the signal. Come on, come on. Okay, I'm in. Remote frequencies are clear, thank God. Uploading now. And done. Meet me in front of the hive, Jensen. I have a little surprise for our friend Lee. Jensen.
Malik?
Well, first take this. I was gonna use it myself, but after everything you've done, I think you deserve it more.
So what are you gonna do now?
I have a few loose ends to tie up, and I need to make sure this autopsy report finds its way into the right hands. The Hongs aren't gonna buy their way out of this one.
Lee's confession is solid. With that and the evidence from the autopsy, there's no way he can avoid prosecution. Justice will be served.
Oh, justice will be served, all right. You might want to stick around for a second. I've got one last little surprise for our friend Lee. Are you facing the hive? It's almost showtime. In 3, 2...
Malik.
Just watch.
I don't know. Evelyn, that stupid bitch. She was going to ruin me. I didn't mean to kill her, okay?
Malik, remind me never to piss you off.
After everything you've done here for Evelyn, For me, you'd have to try pretty hard, mister.
I started freaking out. So I hit her again until she finally stopped screaming. When I realized what I'd done,
I get so lost down here. Every time I come down from the upper city. Can't you give me...
Man actor going after him. You know what that means? Yeah.
No, don't tell me I left my purse in there with May. Hey, mister, you think you could go in there and pretend to be a customer? It might break up the fight.
Told you, I am not getting argument.
Hey, you have a customer. Get to work. My apologies, sir. I was not aware May had a client waiting. Please, enjoy your evening.
You're not a customer, are you?
What makes you say that?
The way you move, your attitude.
And what's my attitude?
Police. Or soldier. Someone on business. So why are you here?
I heard your argument. What was that all about?
They want me to get argumentations. For the customer's pleasure. It's sick. I quit before I ever let them touch me.
Sounded like they don't consider it an option.
They don't. I am lucky, I guess. I've been here the longest. It has advantages. But the new girls, they're not so lucky.
What do you mean?
They are forced to get augments. It's very bad. One of the girls who work here, Ning, she has been gone for days. I fear they took her and will force her to get augmented. You seem like a good man. I am desperate. Please, can you help? I can pay you.
You keep referring to them. Who are they?
The Honghua Hotel used to be independent. In the past, we had a deal with local police for protection. And because we ran a clean and safe business, they looked the other way. But then, things changed.
What happened?
Bell Tower become the police in Lower Hengsha, and they not care to help us. So, a drug lord came in with all his men and took control. Things has never been the same, and we cannot do anything about it.
Why do you think Ning has been kidnapped?
Before, we could always refuse augmentations. But more and more girls got them, and it brings more money. Now they force us to do it. They won't even hire purebreds like me anymore, because they're not as popular.
Is Ning one of the pure breeds?
Yes. Oh, well, I hope she still is. They started pushing for her to get augments. She say no even when it gets violent. Now I fear they lose patience and will force the operation. Ning's not the first, and she won't be the last.
Isn't this a job for the police?
The police leave Lower Hengsha to Bell Tower, and Bell Tower not care what happens if criminal pay them money. They don't care about my friend or any of the other girls forced into the sex trade.
What do you need me to do?
I heard the girls are drugged and taken to a place somewhere in Dagong district. There, they're held until the doctor comes. I wish you to find this place, to find where they're holding Ning. I hope it's not too late.
You said you can pay. How much are we talking here?
If you free Ning, I will pay good. 1,000 credit. More, if you're willing to help again.
Okay, I'll help your friend.
Thank you. I knew I was right about you, Mr.
Jensen.
Mr. Jensen. I fear there's little time. You must find Ning before they leash her with augments.
Leash her?
Yes, they call it that. They leash their girls with augments to keep them under control by supplying neuropazine. I do not know where they keep Ning, just that it is somewhere in Dagong district.
A specific location would help.
I tell you, I do not have one. But there is a bouncer here, Chuan Li. He works with these people. He He will know where Ning is. He goes to the roof to smoke often. Look for him there. You might be able to convince him to reveal the place.
Anything else you can give me?
Yes. The men holding Ning. They most likely work with local triad gang here, the Harvesters. If you look for some of them around, maybe you find Ning better.
Got it.
Jensen, you got any news yet? You know I hate being left in the dark.
Yeah, I found Van Bruggen. Looks like the Tai Yong Medical Corporation hired him and the mercs to destabilize us.
TYM? They already have the lion's share of the global augmentation market. Why use Van Bruggen?
In order to get that share. Hopefully I'll be able to prove it once I get this smart card back to Van Bruggen.
You need backup, let me know.
Initiative.
I feel.
We as a species stepped up to make things better. Our best chance of doing this is to mod...
Forgive me, Miss... If you would like...
You actually came back. My faith in human nature is restored.
Save it. Here's the smart card and my passport. Now start encoding.
There you go. All shiny and bio-encoded, just like I promised.
Where do I find this recording?
On a surveillance server in the TYM tower. But that badge will only get you into the lower city factory via their employee shuttle.
And how am I supposed to get up to the tower from down here?
Never said it wouldn't require a little finesse. Look, the tricky part is getting through the Pangu. But you're a resourceful guy. I have faith in you.
Right. And after I'm through the floof?
You'll be in the upper city tower. The server you want is in the central security hub. The login and password, or on this? Now, about my reward.
Tai Yong Medical, man! They're here!
Banner! I want that hacker dead!
You gotta help me, Jensen. They're gonna kill me!
And that concerns me, how?
Oh, come on, man. I helped you out. At least give me a weapon so I can defend myself.
Sorry, Windmill. You're on your own.
Ah, fuck you, man!
Just get on the truck. You see anyone? Shoot.
Malik, get Pritchard on the line. Tell him I need everything he's got on the Tai Yong Medical building. Schematics, blueprints, everything.
That might take a while, Jensen.
Yeah, well, he's got as long as it takes for me to find this Tai Yong shuttle Van Bruggen talked about and ride it to their factory. Jensen out. Malik, any word from Pritchard yet?
I'm right here, Jensen, staring at a blueprint of the Tai Yong Medical building.
Great. I need access to a security terminal in the upper city tower.
You do realize there's an entire skyline between you and it, don't you?
I know. The Pangu. Any idea how I get to it?
I suggest you start by going up.
Access granted.
You! Help! I need help! Please! The regulator machine is shorted and out, causing a toxic gas leak. I tried to get to it, but I'm stuck in here. I couldn't.
Enough with the play-by-play. What do you need?
There's a valve in the next room. You have to close it.
I'll see what I can do.
Oh, thank God. Please hurry.
Access granted.
我可不想死。You saved my life. How can I repay you?
You can give me some directions.
To where?
I need to get to the upper tower.
You must use the elevator past the cryosterilization room. But unauthorized personnel aren't allowed up there. But Kim is the guard on duty today. He owes me a favor. Just tell him Lee sent you, and he should let you through.
Much appreciated, my friend.
The least I can do.
Where do you think you're going, buddy? This is a restricted area.
Lee didn't warn me that I might be refused entry. I guess he figured you'd remember the favor you owe him and let me by.
Right, look. I'll let you pass because I do owe him. But watch out for the security systems. If you get detected, I'll have no choice but to take you out.
Fair enough.
If you have a malfunction to report, talk to me.
Hopefully the mechanical arm will be fixed by tomorrow.
Access granted.
You'll pay for this!
You've had it!
Too late to hide!
Pritchard, I'm in an elevator leading to the Pangu. Any security features I should know about ahead?
Nothing too taxing, I suspect. The Pangu's used mostly for maintenance and storage. Look for a second elevator once you're there. It'll carry you straight into the tower. Jensen, what is it you're looking for exactly?
Some kind of surveillance recording. Van Bruggen said he stashed it on a server somewhere.
He must have meant the data core room. Very high security. It'll be a couple of floors up from where the elevator lets you off. But the first corridors you'll pass through will be public, so you might want to keep any weapons concealed.
Copy that.
must be one of the new promotions. Physically augmented workers like you are usually found in the cryo storage pool, in the lower building. I'll warn you right now. Stay out of the way or you will find yourself right back in the basement, lifting heavy objects for a living. This is unacceptable. I need to get into Legion Lab immediately.
Have you had any trouble with the security personnel? Some of these bell tower people have a bad attitude. The two around the corner wanted money from me. Can you believe that? You have to wonder if they're here for our security or just to intimidate us.
Are you part of the new project? I thought they were just refining the chips.
Did you hear that about the vending machine? Every day it's a different story with that guy. Yesterday he was joking about getting the wrong flavored soda.
Great looking gear. Not exactly run of the mill, is it? Can't let you in. Access to the lab is strictly forbidden without a Lee Gang access pass.
Damn it. Must have left it at my desk. Be back in a bit.
Access granted. Access granted. Access granted.
Pritchard. I'm retrieving Van Bruggen's evidence now. Is Sarif patched in?
Right here, Adam. I'm listening.
I just heard that your team is mobilizing in Detroit. Why wasn't I informed of this sooner?
Tactical assignments are not your concern.
Reed and her team have subdermal GPL implants. They'll be tracked. Kidnapping them was a mistake.
Montreal took care of that.
Forgive me if I don't put as much faith in our friend Eliza as you do. She's too erratic.
Your concerns are noted, but I would advise you to concentrate on your own assignments instead of interfering with mine. Namir out.
Boss, did you get that?
I heard. I just...
Megan and the others. They're alive.
We've got to stay focused. Zawa's a residence at the top of the tower. It's off limits to everyone except her and her guards. Now get up there and find out what she knows.
Access granted.
Nice place you got here.
Please! I didn't mean to!
Where's Megan Reed?
Reed? I don't know!
Stop lying, Sal. I know you kidnapped her and her team. I know you're out to destroy Sarif Industries.
Sarif?
I also know you're working with that son of a bitch who left me to die. So where's Megan?
No, you've got it wrong. You think I'm behind it all, but I'm not. I'm just like you. The High Hotel.
You're the head of a billion-dollar mega corporation.
And you think that would protect me. But it doesn't. These men, they're bigger than Sarif, bigger than Tai Yong. I'm nothing compared to their ambitions.
What are you talking about?
Sarif knows. Ask him. He thought he could protect his staff with subdermal GPLs. But these men, they control global interests at a whim. One called Picus, and the implants couldn't be heard. I thought they'd sent you here to kill me. You've got to help me. Please. You've made it this far. Surely you can protect me. Surely. Surely you can protect me. Huh. Men never fail to underestimate women.
Adam, what the hell'd you do? The entire building's on alert.
Panic room. She's got a goddamn panic room.
Yeah, well, so do I. Forget about her right now. Get to the hangar bay, fast.
Corporation.
Yes, sir.
Still haven't located the tunnel.
Jensen, I'm coming to pick you up. You anywhere near their hangar bay?
I'm heading there now.
Great. Get those bay doors open or this rescue attempt ain't gonna happen.
Correct security sequence. Please disable security callback. Incorrect security sequence. Hangar door is locked. Incorrect security sequence. Please disable. Incorrect security. Please disable. Security bots prior to opening doors. Hangar doors locked. Incorrect.
Target lost.
Hangar doors locked. Incorrect security sequence. Please disable security bots prior to opening doors.
Target lost. Establishing attack vectors.
Hangar doors locked. Incorrect security sequence. Please disable security bots prior to opening doors. security file. Security.
Access granted.
Hangar doors up.
Jensen, time to hightail it back to Detroit. Get in.
We're not going to Detroit.
What?
We're going to Montreal. I'll explain en route.
Damn right you will.